56 nights crazy. I think 56 nights crazy. I think me and Yes go crazy. I think me and Young go crazy.
What's up YouTube, it's Nadia Johnson and I'm back with another video. And today we have okay. You don't know what we're talking about.
I don't.
It's a lot to talk about. I don't even know where to start.
Okay.
We're gonna start off with the whole Ori situation, which was kinda already talked about on your channel, so we're not gonna get too in depth. But
when we talk about that on my channel?
Didn't we? We did. We had to sit down on your channel.
Okay.
And we kinda got into it. Not too much, but we did.
So what? This is
Just a little, just don't go too in deep. Like, don't, you don't gotta get too deep. But I wanna know how you feel. Because apparently off that situation, people were saying I really didn't care or fuck with you for real.
yeah.
Do you feel like that?
In that particular situation, yeah, because it was honestly hurting my feelings, and I'm a person that gets overwhelmed real fast. So the actions was just it wasn't showing me enough reassurance of caring, so I just vented out and everything just came out at once on some stuff. Because I'm looking at it in a situation that is like, in my perspective, and this is why I was telling y'all, and I don't know how the internet was honestly running with it, but I was telling y'all that I understand her as a person, that she's not used to stuff that I'm used to. And I feel like the internet kind of took that and tried to make it an bashful thing towards her because of how it was worded. When it's like, that wasn't the case. I was just expressing how I was feeling in the situation, regardless, honestly, because I'm used to X, Y, Z. She's not used to X, Y, Z. So it's like, y'all looking at it like, oh, y'all know how y'all get when y'all say y'all goddamn opinions on some stuff. And that's understanding, because y'all are supposed to get a good understanding to keep on supporting us, you know? So it's like, when I was just going off on Ori about a topic pertaining to us, I just feel like, me being me, I would have stepped up in that aspect if the shoes was flipped. And I was saying I don't feel like you care because you didn't do so. So I think that's the explanation that they need on why you ain't do X, Y, Z. Tell them what you told me type shit.
Alright, y'all, so mind y'all, when Buddha had first came in the B&B, I was like napping on the floor. Like, it wasn't like a deep nap, but it was a cat nap. So when Ori had came in, this is how I knew everything was going down, because Ori had came in the room I was sleeping in, and she was like, Nadia, like, what's going on? Like, does Buddha feel some type of way? I said, hold up, like, let me, like, because I'm off the wake up. So I told her, like, give me a minute.
Yeah, she had just woke up.
Yeah, I was like, just give me a minute, like, let me, like, get my thoughts together.
Wait.
Go ahead.
And she didn't even know that Ori got smart with me first, though. So it's like, she going at me and trying to just stay out of it, more so on this nigga tripping off rip. When it's like, it's going to look like that, especially off a wake up, especially off a blindsided eye, because when
I didn't know
walked
what
in,
was happening.
yeah, like, when I walked in, basically, let's get y'all the rundown. I came there to drop off her bags. Let's get that straight. I came there to drop off her bags, and when I walked in, I feel like her friend just didn't, like she didn't fuck with how I didn't speak to her. And she didn't, I don't know how she didn't understand why I didn't speak to her, because of a lot of stuff that was going on for the last 2-3 days. But I just didn't speak to her. I didn't make it no weird way. How she responded from me not saying nothing to her, that triggered me to go off on some stuff.
But you gotta understand, we was just with each other 2-3 days ago.
And I didn't
so
speak to her,
she
though.
popped, no, but still, we were all we was in your house, like, we were all together. So it's like, if she didn't fuck with you, like, if the shoes was on the other, you know what I'm saying? She probably would never even been at your house, because it's like, I don't fuck with him, why am I at his house? So I guess that's kind of why she felt like, okay, why don't you speak to me? Because we was just with each other, like, what's the issue now type shit. But I understand where you were coming from. You know, she's only around because of me, so I get what you're saying. But back to the story. Ori came and she was like, what's going on? Like, I didn't know. Like, did you know Woulda felt some type of way about me? I said, like, what happened? Da 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 da. She said that you called her a D-eater and da 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 da. So I'm like, what happened? So then you ended up coming in. Y'all was getting into it. I told Woulda, get in the room and shut the door. But he said he didn't hear it, so, I mean, that's probably why he feels like I didn't try to just escalate the situation. Mind y'all, I already know how Woulda is when he's mad. So I felt like if I'm telling you to get in and shut the door and you don't want to, then you're not trying to hear nothing. So I'm not even going to waste my breath in trying, or even make a scene trying to get you in the room to talk. Like, you can't force somebody to talk at the end of the day. And that's just how I was looking at it, because I already told you to get in the room.
And it wasn't our argument. It was me and her. As in her friend type stuff. So it's like Nadia was just, she not trying to intervene on some mediator, no nothing. Then it's like when she tried, it's like she didn't overexceed her. Because
you got to understand from both sides. If I took up for you, Ori would have looked at me like, what the if I took up for Ori, you would have looked at me as what the you know what I'm saying? So it's like.
But that's why I was saying, I was feeling like you was taking up for her.
I wasn't, because when y'all was arguing in the room, first of all, she got up on the bed like she was going to hit you. That was dead. And you know that was dead because I stood in front of you when that happened. Mm-hmm. And then when all of that shit, like before it even ended, I grabbed her and we went in the room and we talked about it. I told her where she was wrong at, where you were wrong at, how she needs to communicate, but I couldn't talk to you because you was already on 10. So I just kept the conversation between me and her, like, I told her, like, at the end of the day, that's a dude. He can't do nothing to you. So, yeah, you can get loudmouth with him. He gonna get loudmouth back, but at the end of the day, you the only one that can really put your hands on him. Not that it's right, but you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna hit a female. Mm. And if she got to that point, she would have put her hands on him. So it's like, I try to tell her, like, that shit just was dead. Like, just stop talking like that. Stop talking at all. And I told her, leave the conversation. Like, stop going back and forth. Y'all can talk whenever y'all aren't mad anymore. So it's like I was talking to her, but I guess since it wasn't in front of everybody, people thought I wasn't on your side or wasn't on her side, whatever the fuck y'all was thinking, or I didn't care. But I definitely did care because we was already talking about it and how the shit should have been handled right then and there. So we just gonna leave that topic alone. But do you feel like Ori was the reason why we stopped talking?
Stop talking. Who is? Did the internet say that?
Because they were making it seem like she was the one that made us
I'm gonna
block
say
each other.
Ori was the reason. I feel like, just like I told you, I'm gonna stand on what I said. I feel like Ori was the reason why we had miscommunication problems. Mm-hmm. Because if I'm not doing nothing and she sees I'm not doing nothing and she's not around me and she's hearing that I'm doing something from the past, I'm just
that only she knows about.
So that's why I was only upset, because I'm like, what is the point? Because it's on some stuff. I can see if you hearing stuff about the past and you taking it how I take it towards you. Anytime I hear something about you, I'm not bringing that shit up. I'm not bringing it up unless it needed to get brought up.
But I didn't bring it up to you either.
This how you would act though. So this me being real with you.
No, but wait, hold on. When Ori told me about you and the other girl, it wasn't, oh no, I'm giving you a warning. It was more so of a, you know, they would still be hugging on each other and she was just on Messy Maj for being a,
No, I understand that.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's like, but her being your friend, I feel like she should understand how you are as a person. You're not going to take that lightly. So you should not hear that in no kind of way.
I know that, but you got to understand, as a female, if my friend sees my dude hugging up on someone he used to be effing on, and she was just on Messy Maj for having or breaking up a relationship, that looked weird. It looked weird.
So who is her to tell it to you in a way that you would treat me different?
I wasn't treating you different because of that, no. I wasn't.
Your energy's not.
You know why I was.
But that was also an added topic, is it not? Can you be real on that? That was
added topic. What you mean?
That was added on to why you was acting like that. No, it wasn't probably mandatory.
I promise you. Now look. Now after the whole situation happened, after she told me, and then I seen firsthand that y'all was hugging, then it was like, okay, now I'm feeling away because what the fuck is this? But it wasn't off rip when she told me, cause she been told me. We was already, you know what I'm saying, vibing. But when I started seeing it firsthand, then it started bugging me because now that I'm looking at it and I know what I know now, I'm looking at everything different. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's dead. What else? Okay, well, since that's dead, right? Shaking it out. No more talking about it.
No more talking about it.
No more talking about it. Okay. Now let's talk about let's talk about chores.
Oh. So I just don't. Look, this is my whole thing with you, Nadia. And this is you being inside my life for our short span of time that we had accepted each other inside each other's lives.
Right.
What I learned about you, you're not used to me as an individual. Like, just, I ain't even gonna say Josh, I ain't gonna say Wuda. Just me, like, me as a man, like, you probably not used to that on some stuff to where in a lot of situations when you're used to doing certain stuff, it isn't discussed in a mannerly fashion for you to understand that is just not okay. It's not a problem. It's just not okay.
Right. But then you have to understand, you and what you do is always between you and one person. Your channel is dictated with you and one other person. That's it.
No,
wait, just listen. Listen to what I'm saying. When you make this kind of content, it's always with you and one girl. That's it. Because that's what you do. You even said that. You're not you don't like being around groups.
I don't even do the fake stuff.
I know,
so
but
just be real.
I'm saying, listen. You do stuff between you and one person. You don't go out. You don't do group shit. You don't do none of that. So in your eyes, you see it as, what the freak is this girl doing? But me, I'm coming from doing shows, content house, you know, doing shit with hella people. And that's another thing you gotta understand. You can't just sit and point the finger because why are you making content with other people? When it's like, well, this is what I've been doing. Like, it's never just one person on my channel. And I'm not even talking about friendly OD content. I'm talking about in general. Like, it's always me in groups. Like, group videos, group pranks, group sit-downs. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
you also have to see it like that.
I don't want to change that. And I think that's just kind of the misconfusion that you probably thinking that I'm saying. It's just more on a communication level. You said that you hit my phone about it. You see that X, Y, Z, it didn't go through. But it's like, it's more so on the understanding where it's like, any of that wants to still go on, it should just be respectful enough to just run it through me on some stuff. We don't even date. It's just, I want to keep the respect and the loyalty on the same level. It shouldn't be higher, shouldn't be lower, shouldn't be different. It should just be straightforward. Because say if I said, all right, Nadia, I want to do X, Y, Z. Or if I'm thinking about doing X, Y, Z. If I want to do it that bad, I'm going to tell you. Right. You feel me? So it's like, then in the midst of the situation, if me and you have a miscommunication for 3 days and X, Y, and Z going back and forth off the net or whatever, and that's what you go do while you in a miscommunication mishap, that kind of just shows like, damn, like, where to respect that on some stuff. Even if you hit my phone about it, it's just still.
But I just feel like in a situation like this, no fingers should be pointed. Because your whole thing is not about me making content with someone else. You're just saying on a respect level. You can't say I didn't have respect for you if I texted you. Now, whether you got it or not, I still went out my way to tell you what I was finna do, regardless of what the fuck we had going on. I told you. So I feel like in this situation, no fingers should be pointed because what you're saying is all about respect. I tried to text you out of respect. You just didn't get it. You didn't get the text. It didn't go through because
So that's my bad?
No, I'm not saying. I just said no fingers should be pointed in this situation at all.
But I feel like I should be able to understand that you want to go do that.
Yeah.
Regardless, like.
And I understand that the whole respect thing because at the end of the day, we are dealing with each other. So I understand where you're coming from, but no fingers should be pointed in this situation. Like, I'm not making no friendly OD content. Like, this is a best friend, a friend. Like, emphasize.
I just don't know. Like, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't have gotten used to that if that was okay on some stuff.
Got used to it.
Like on some stuff to where it's like, I'm gonna be real, like I said, bro, I'm not, like I told you yesterday, forget the camera and everything, I'm gonna just sum it up because we already on camera. I'm not used to X, Y, and Z that be going on. So it's like when it happens, I be more confused on how is that okay? Like in your head on some shit. It's like I'm not necessarily trying to be in no debate to point a finger, be victimized. I'm just trying to understand, like, how is that not my fault, Uda, for the miscommunication? It's like that's all I'm just saying, because it's like you saying that you hit me about it, but it's like I never received it or even felt comfortable with agreeing for that to even go on. So it's like that's all I'm saying on. I don't even want to agree to that being even okay, because I still wasn't like that. Like that whole topic was never understood. It never got overstood. No, it got overstood. It never got understood. It's just got stepped over. Like shit, I'm doing it anyway. Yeah, I tried, but I ain't like shit. He ain't even need to respond. Like that's how I look at it. Like I can see it.
But I was letting you know. I feel like this just me. Like I understand what you're coming from with the whole thing, but I'm not your mom. You're not my dad. I shouldn't have to ask you for permission. You shouldn't have to ask me for permission.
No,
now,
fact.
yeah, but what you're saying is we should come to like a
Agreement real quick
type shit.
And then
I
that's
understand that, which should have happened, and I understand where you're coming from. But again,
and that's the only finger right there. That's the only joint, because it's like it's not like I'm tripping. I'm just stating that this should have been agreed upon, and then it would have been cool.
yeah.
That's all.
But I mean, like I said, me and Troy are just friends. Like I didn't just meet him. We went back since February, March type shit, when everything was going on with the whole beef thing. I'm not even gonna get into that, but we already been knowing each other, talking, collabing, da-da-da-da. So it's like if we already built a friendship amongst all this way before all of this, then it's like I didn't see a problem because we was already cool and cordial type shit.
Mm-hmm. And then on top of that, you're not used to just doing content with one person.
Type shit.
Okay,
like,
so I'm gonna ask you, the further lines that we go, you're saying that, like, because I'm asking, I promise I'm asking you because I'm really confused on how you look at just the platforms, because like I already told you from the rip before, and I'm gonna tell you again, I don't even care that the camera on. I don't put stuff on my life unless that shit real. Like, and that's me. I can run a series, but it gotta make sense pertaining to my life. Like, I'm gonna bring up Infinity. Infinity is like a big sis. I ran a series of flirtatious bullshit series. Like, she not flirting with me though. I'm applying it, and I'm getting trolled in my comment section. Who do you trying too hard? This shit funny as hell though, on some stuff. But I'm just summing it up on that note. I wouldn't even redo that now that I'm messing with you, but that's just me.
yeah, but like you said, you was doing friendly content.
While I was single though, I wasn't even dealing with
Exactly.
nobody.
I'm not doing friendly content, so you can't really use that as the same thing because, like you just said, that was friendly content.
I just wouldn't do content
Me
with
and
a
Troy
female while
aren't
I'm dealing with
flirting.
somebody.
We aren't flirting.
No, I understand that.
Yeah,
but I
so
want
it
you to
shouldn't be
understand
an
what I'm
issue.
saying. I'm not making it one. I'm just saying the difference. I'm saying what you're used to and what I'm used to. That's all I'm saying. It shouldn't be a problem because we're used to two different things. I'm just saying I'm not used to making content with no female unless it's the person I'm dealing with. Before a title get put on something or anything, it's like exactly how you said, behind closed doors. How I'm used to, no, how I am is like I look at life like it's just one girl. Yes, that, and I will never change that because if I'm dealing with somebody, that's what it is. In my head, from the rip, that's how I am. So it's like we just used to two different things that we have to find a happy medium on. So there is no miscommunication. There is no problem because I'm not making it one. I can never be insecure about no nigga. I know my worth at the end of the day. So it's like my whole point on anything is just the respect aspect on every level. Like it should just be mutual from the rip. Like I don't care if you are used to and you want to make content with a nigga. Okay, just run it through me because that's what you want to do. I'm just not going to do it because that's not me. You feel me? So.
But then you also have to understand another thing that made me feel like it was okay was because I just got off a show. One of the challenges was house A, house B. We're all split up. We each have to make 10 videos with everyone in that house. So it's like, he was there, everyone was there. So it's like, the content was already finna have to happen either way. But we just never got to it because it was towards the end of the show. We only had a day to do it. And one of the days was spent doing the summer party. So it's like, it didn't get made, but it was going to get made regardless because it was already established what was going to happen due to the show. So it was just stuff like that. Like, it was kind of already building up, but it was never on no crazy friendly stuff. And then, like what you're saying, everyone on your channel you have a relationship with or whatever the fuck. Nadia don't do that. And that's another reason why the block comments don't get to me because not everyone on my channel was taken seriously. Touch, kiss, nothing. It was more of a camera on, camera off type shit. So that's another reason why I don't care when it comes to having multiple people on my channel. Not even just boys, I'm talking about females too. Like, that's why it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't ever think it has to be just one person on my channel when it's like, because if that's the case, I might as well just sign a contract to you because that's what it's feeling like if I was to do that. And that's just me on my end and how I look at shit. But it's like, we should both be able to be free to make content with other people. And I'm not talking about friendly content because I would never do that to you on a respect level. But just not making content with nobody else, that feels like a whole, like, you know what I'm saying?
Feel like a wall, feel like a, yeah. And that's why I was saying what I'm used to and what you're used to. I'm just saying I'm not that type of person to go do that. And I'm not trying to change what you're used to. I just want you to understand that it's a mishap in my head because I'm used to X, Y, and Z.
Right.
Just understand my perspective and drop it. It's never deep if it's understood. Yeah. You feel me? So it's like, that's why I'm just saying, if I'm ranting to you about it and explaining myself to you about it, I would rather you help me feel more understood because you can still do you. I just want you to feel where I'm coming from so I can let it go on some stuff. Because, like I said, it's never deep. It's just understand what I'm saying. I understand why I'm even saying X, Y, Z. Because I didn't come inside your life to direct what the hell you want to do. Nadia, you're doing this. No. It's just, Nadia, this X, Y, Z, not cool to me. Do you understand why? Talk about it. Drop.
Well, I think it's dropped now, so. Handshake to never bring this up again. It's dropped, no. Handshake. Are you ready to drop this?
Yeah. That shit never was nothing.
So we're good.
We been good.
We understand each other.
I understand you.
Okay.
All right.